Hello. Je bois. J'ai bu. Salut, salut. Mon modo grenouille. Tout, tout, tout. Waouh! Très jolie pluie d'amour. Merci beaucoup. Comment ça va? Ah, Youpi, tu me montreras? Bah écoute, comme ci comme ça, mais il y a du soleil, c'est sympa. On va streamer un petit peu, peut-être pas très très longtemps, à voir comment je me sens. Ce soir, il y a Among Us et il va falloir que je travaille un petit peu, sinon entre les deux, mais voilà. Amogus, en effet, oui. Ça va être bien. Il y a plus de gens que prévu qui ont dit qu'ils seraient là. Des gens qui ont dit qu'ils seraient pas là, qui ont dit qu'ils seraient là. Alors si tous les gens qui ont dit être là viennent, je crois qu'on sera peut-être 8, peut-être, je sais plus. Mais bon, à prendre avec des pincettes. Ok, bon, j'ai fait tous les... tous les trucs. Ah, t'as pas mis de réaction? Tu sais pas si tu viens? Bah, si t'as pas envie ou si t'as d'autres choses à faire, y a pas de problème, hein. Tu n'es pas forcé de venir à chaque fois. Mais si tu as envie de venir, ce sera avec grand plaisir, car j'aime jouer avec toi. Hello, Billy! My boy! Billy, par contre, il a dit qu'il serait là ce soir. You're among me? Ah! Hippie. Oui, oui, on approche de la fin. Enfin, là, on approche du début du stream, puisque la musique va se terminer, que j'aime bien laisser se finir la première musique. Allure, Zildi. Okay, so we are now switching to English. Sorry, guys. Okay, why is it taking ages to load? I don't know. What do you mean, are they all in English? Like the Danganronpa games? I think you can probably find a French translation, but it's just a lot of work. I can just play it in English and it's fine. Because I like to have streams that are in English and streams that are in French. Just so that I can have all of my friends stop by when they want to, or watch them afterwards on YouTube. And since some of my friends don't speak French at all, then I just gotta have some streams that are in English. The intro is always such a banger. But we've seen it, what, like 20 times at this point? I think this is like the 20th episode of me playing Danganronpa. I could check on YouTube, since I've got them all on there. But yeah. Alrighty. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were investigating. Alright, so... I think it was Truth Bullet? Places to check, yeah. So we've checked the Monokuma door and the second floor of the dormitory area, so we gotta check the headmaster's room and the biolab, it seems. Ooh. Alright. The headmaster who was Kyoko's father. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this'll be my first time seeing it for myself. Huh, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Okay, well, I think I want to check before talking to Byakuya. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto. Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you? When we get out of here, remember this moment. Okay, fine. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. I was trying to talk to him, actually. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry? It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other words,
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hopespeak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. Whoops. What?
So, in other words,
So when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats, close but just out of reach. That's what she looked like? Mukuro Ikusaba, we can see her picture. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
that's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. Okay. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot! What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, what could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance that the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Okay, so she might not be dead, which is what I suspected. So feel pretty good about that. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. I don't know if big brain is the word, but I'm definitely trying to think about it all. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? There are documents scattered all over the floor. Yeah, no, okay. It's stuff we've seen before, so we can just leave. And Well, what do we have left to check? Oh, all of this floor, apparently. But it's the biolab mostly. Raw. Like the camera. The files. Picture files. Okay. Are these like cryo chambers? It seems to be really, really cold. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machines or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it! I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think there's 6 of us left. So that would make for, yeah, Byakuya, Toko, Hina, Hiro, Kyoko, and us. So that's 6 people. So that would add up to the amount of students. And there's 1 extra for Mukuro, I guess, for the body that's still in the garden. So I bet, like, all the dead bodies are there, and this is, like, the room for everyone who's still alive. So that's awesome. It's nice to know your body will have a place to rest forever. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. That's grim. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Okay, well I guess that's wet. What haven't I checked? Oh, these things? There are icicles hanging from the monitor. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is here. Am I missing something? Oh, now that I've read the manual, maybe I can look at this again? But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victim is. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Yeah, okay. Then we gotta check the dojo and the dead body again. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were. What do you want? Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give it back! My precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. I mean, I can check that again. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to find Kyoko. Okay. Yeah, okay, so apparently that was useless. Right? It was just to force me to talk to the character that I dislike. Okay. I am so lost in this school. Where's the dead body? Huh? It's gone! Makuru's body. It's not here? Clearly not. There are still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kinda terrified if there were more than that. The sprinkler control panel. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Was she eaten by the plant? The Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's related to the case, so I'd better keep my distance. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body, but if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? Corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. Alright. There were only 9 bodies. And there are 6 of us alive? So that means that, like, basically, there were only 15 fridges for dead bodies, and there were 15 students. But actually, there were 16 students, counting Makuro, which we didn't know of until recently. So that means we're short 1 fridge, in case everyone were to die, which is fine because there's supposed to be 1 person that survives anyways. However, what it means is that we're 6 left out of 16, which means there should be 10 dead bodies and not 9. But there were only 9 in the biolab. I counted with you guys. So that means we're 1 body short. So I still think someone faked their death. There is 1 missing body, so either like Makuro's body was disposed of, potentially using the flower, or just someone's pretending to be dead. One of the 10. And I can only think of 2 people like that. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab, but it was closed. Okay, well, we gotta check the biolab then. That's all I really needed to check here. Oh no! Is it already the class trial time?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Oh, he has alcohol.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... You said to go to the gym, right? I mean, you gotta check. Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Did he say that one of us was the bad guy and that's why he's freaking out? Hero, wait. And he thinks it might be us, that's his problem? There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Maybe it's something different for each and every person? I'm so sleepy. Okay. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Oh. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's all of them except for Makoto. He's the only one who wasn't a part of the previous class. This surely would explain the photographs where everybody seemed to know each other. Okay. It was everyone who'd come to Hope Speak at the same time as me. Wait, but... there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. What do you mean we? You're not in it. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. What is he saying? I guess that means he's done talking? Damn it. Okay. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Will you run into Kyoko? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay. So now I gotta find everyone and talk to them? Is that it? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course, he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Okay, just... Everybody hates Makoto, I guess. He's gonna avoid us. Hey, Hero! Ugh! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No way. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out. Again. Huh? Toko? Oh. Shit. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? It's cold! It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Okay, I'm not reading that. I am so not reading that. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Okay. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating. By himself? I assume so.
I'm on fire.
Okay. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay, bye. So she sneezed, which makes sense because it's extremely cold in the biolab. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. It's freaking freezing! I think that's enough of a reason to start sneezing. This seems important, but first... The fridge! It's open! But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen,
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
it would seem
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and... well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body isn't there. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
See.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So,
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. But that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then,
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Yeah, but she doesn't remember anything. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Oh no, I just read all of this. Please, please.
Because
Let me free! Let me free! Let me free! On the left side? Yes, the same thing. It would seem the blue light only comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Makuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? I want to check the ones that aren't on, but I guess not. I've already looked through this instruction manual, more importantly. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burned tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Well, what if she died earlier and her body was only discovered more recently? But because they had just stabbed her and used the chicken blood and everything, it looked like she had died recently.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it. Well, she could have died from complications related to the wounds, but also you got the Monokuma file not right after she died, but right after you discovered the body, and you might have discovered the bodies way after her death.
so then,
But what if Makuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
least, right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. What is it, like Noxus Third? Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as
In
they
other
can.
words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
Okay, yeah. You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikasaba.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kinda sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Do you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
Whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on! I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko! I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the
Indeed.
dorms? I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency
I
handbook.
see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owners should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. Well, if you were part of the school beforehand, like if you actually were class number 78 for like one school year or something, then you definitely had time to see your dad and write about it, and you definitely must have had access to the dorms and the second floor of the dorms and the locker room. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised that the photographs are real and from like the past year or something, because Kyoko's memories were erased, and it might have been a full year of her actually being in Hope's Peak. And it could be the same for everyone else. They could only remember the things from like their personal lives before that, but not remember anything from what happened for the past year when they were students at Hope's Peak. However, something that's weird is that 1 year ago was the incident where everyone was killed in that one classroom, and if they were part of the school, like if they were students back then, that just sounds kind of weird. But maybe that's the whole reason behind this game. I don't really know. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a bucket book, why would I bother putting it in the locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense. But there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
if that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Okay. And it says Class 78, urgent interviews.
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
Makoto,
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
in other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she just said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
Keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto,
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
so then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should... Okay, you're making me drink right after I drank. That is not very nice. Yeah, you heard me. I wasn't being sneaky. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. Yeah, double dose is a little bit too much for me, but it's alright. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Yeah, alright. I know you like Jordy. It's not exactly a secret. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Oh! Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Then. Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this
I
video
do
is
love you,
meant to serve as a
Jordy.
kind of contract substitute.
You're one of my... you're one of my... I can't think of words. Greatest friends. Like, I really, really like you. We are friends. I'm just saying, Billy isn't saying anything new. we all know he loves you.
It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
Bailey does love everyone, yes, he is quite a nice guy.
Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? I can do the auto-tune myself, so it'll be bad, but it'll be fun. Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation. Yes.
Yes! Why didn't he say it like that? Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I, in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that? Yes.
Yes. This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Well, he failed, cause, most of us are dead now. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. And even Kyoko, I bet. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to leave in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke! Out of service! What? It just happened to break just now?
Dad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass! Who cut the power on purpose? Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome, something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten, or...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. I feel like we should stop here. Because I know it's only been an hour, but if we start the class trial, we have to finish it. And I feel like it's going to take like at least a couple of hours, even like 3 or so, because it's supposed to be like the whole thing, you know, that makes it all clear. So I'm worried that if we start now, we have to finish and we'll be there forever. And I unfortunately have a lot to do today. So I mean, we can talk to them, but I don't think we can begin the trial today. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. They were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late!
I'm on fire.
Okay, no, I just can't read what she says. No, listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shift the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what Master wants, okay, if it's what Master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Oh, she's back. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy-gas faces, I see. Okay, well then, let's begin. This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch-black despair, climb maximum sorrow.
that's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square. And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below, so don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be
family.
over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Yeah. I think we're gonna stop here. Oops, that's not how you do it. Because I am really tired. And I just like to do the class trial in one go. So... unless you guys like really want to see the beginning of the class trial and feel like it's not a problem if we stop halfway through. But I feel like it'd be pretty annoying. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oof. And I'll take some water. No, I won't be streaming tomorrow. Because I'm playing board games with my family. I could maybe stream at night, but I might be busy doing something else. So, yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, we can do that next week. Weekend or maybe like during the week, because I'll be working from home a bit more. I don't know yet. But yeah, I feel like it's better to do the whole trial at the same time. Okay, we still learned a lot more than during the first episodes, even though we only played for an hour. We're getting super close to the end. I think next time we'll be able to do the full class trial. We'll learn everything that there will be to learn, and then it'll probably be like an epilogue or something, and we might be done with the game. And we can move on to the next one. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? Well then. Thank you guys for hanging out, as usual. I know it was a bit shorter today, but I hope you don't mind. And we'll do this again soon. Not tomorrow, but soon-ish. Well, I mean, I'll be streaming tonight anyways if we're playing Among Us. So, yeah. I'll see you really soon. Okay, bye-bye.